Hi, I'm Lex and welcome to a new type of video that I haven't done yet. This is my empties for January. I kind of just wanted to talk through some products I finished up just so I have, a little recollection of what I've used up and I feel a little bit more accomplished with my efforts. I don't know. So, in no particular order, I don't really feel like organizing this in any kind of way, to be honest. But let's just go through what I used up in the month of January. First up, I finished this cuticle oil from Sunkissed Nails. It was a pretty decent cuticle oil. I think it cost me $2.99 and it lasted me, I'd say, about a year and a half. I couldn't reach the last of the cuticle oil with the little pipette thing, so I just ended up like pouring it out into my hands and mixing it with my hand cream, because what else are you supposed to do, I guess? Then I finally finished up this serum. This is the Radiance Maximizing Serum with vitamin C from Anew by Avon. And I was using this a lot. Well, I received this about half full from my auntie because she wanted me to try it. She said it was a really good serum, and it was. It genuinely was a very good serum. I received it about half full, and then I was using it last March, April, May, as you can see I started tracking it there, and then I put it away and I didn't touch it until like sort of the end of last year, start of this year. So I managed to get through the last little dregs in January, and it was a pretty nice serum, what can I say? It was perhaps a little bit on the greasier side, but obviously I powdered my face a lot anyway, so I wasn't really bothered by that. I didn't really mind it. Then I finished up one deodorant. This is the Sanex Dermocare 48-hour antiperspirant, the pink one. I feel like this was pretty okay. I need something that works well, not just as an antiperspirant and makes me smell nice, but something that's also pretty sustainable and something that won't stain my clothes, because a lot of the antiperspirants that I've been buying, they either leave white marks on black clothes or make yellow stains on white clothes. And I don't want that to happen. My clothes keep suffering for it, you know? I need to find a good deodorant that doesn't do that. And this ain't it, Chief, but I have a few more of these, so I'm gonna keep getting through them. I finished up one sheet of pimple patches. These were like little butterfly shaped ones, and I think I had about 2 rows left. I finished getting through those in January. I've had a lot of bad breakouts recently, probably stress related, but it's fine. It is what it is. A little bit of a spoiler for one of my projects that hopefully the update has gone up before this, so it's fine. But I finished up my Jaya Yeyu toner. This was really, really nice. It smelled really fresh. It was mint, pomegranate, and blackberry. And it was really, really nice. I do love a toner. I just don't like it when they're in spray bottles. So I had been decanting this bit by bit into a smaller bottle so I could just put it on my cotton pads easier. Because the spray bottles just don't do it for me personally. But this was a nice toner. And now I'm using a different toner also from Jaya, so you can tell that I'm a brand loyalist for Jaya anyway. Then I got through this little strawberry body butter from the Body Shop. It smelled really good. This took me 4 uses to use up. I love stuff from the Body Shop. It's just a little bit outside of my price range for things that I'm going to be buying for daily use. This costs somewhere around £5, and I used it for 4 days and finished it, so it just doesn't seem worth it to me to be buying things like that. I'm gonna buy a big lotion for 99p that's gonna last me 6 months, and that's more cost effective. But it does smell good, I can't deny that. I received it as a freebie gift when I ordered some stuff off Vinted, so I'm not mad about it, honestly. Then I finished up my Biovine SPF Hyaluronic Acid Anti-Aging Sun Serum. Now, I have 2 Biovine sunscreen things. One of them is the fluid serum thing in the tube, the squeezy tube, and that I like so much better than this. This kind of sucked. It made me look super greasy and oily, and I had to powder over the top of it at least 3 times throughout the day, otherwise I was just shining. The one in the tube is a lot nicer, and I only have to powder once, and I'm done. But yeah, I suppose it was alright. It's SPF 50. I prefer using that on my face. And it lasted for quite a while. I don't have much else to say about it. Bought in home bargains for probably like 150, I want to say. 199. And the last thing I used up is this strawberry scented hand sanitizer. It's a little Christmassy one with a reindeer on it. And I'm gonna keep these because they have the cute little like hanging like keychain style thing. I'm gonna keep these and just attach them to the inside of my bags anyway because it's just convenient. I'll reuse them. I have big bottles of hand sanitizer, so I'm just gonna pour it into these smaller ones to take on the go. I think that makes sense for me. But yeah, I love a hand sanitizer and I use one every morning before I apply my face skincare stuff. So, yeah. Um, that's all I really have to say. That's all my empties for this month. It doesn't seem like a lot, and I don't have any makeup empties, which are probably the most like high value empties. But I think I've made some decent progress, and I've hit quite a few pans this month, which was really impressive to me. I really felt accomplished and proud of that. I will probably have a few more empties next month because there's quite a few things that I'm getting to the end of. And there's a couple things that I've used up this month that I can't really include in an empties video. Like I've gotten through, I'd say probably about 5 bath bombs and 2 bars of soap that I don't have any packaging for because they just came in like the shrink wrap plastic type packaging. So I bin that straight away. It's got no like label or information on it. Um, but yeah, that's my progress so far. I think just keeping track of my empties for this year will be really interesting. I will probably maybe do a count up at the end of like how many of each category I've used up and see what my yearly empties are looking like. Because I kind of want to get a better idea of like how much I get through stuff, you know? We'll see. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next update video. Have a good day. Bye!